and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Jack Knives. Today I will be reviewing Derry Girls. Derry Girls is an Irish coming-of-age comedy series written and produced by Lisa McGee, based on her real-life experiences during the mid to late 90s. The show centers around 5 friends with different personalities. Erin, the cocky leader of the group, her absent-minded cousin Orla, Claire, the cautious and awkward one, Michelle, the promiscuous one, and her cousin James, who is English and is seen as weaker because of that. So much so that he is allowed to go to the all-girls Catholic school that the girls attend, which is overseen by the strict, no-nonsense Sister George, as well as getting to see the fun aspects of their lives and the trouble that they get into. So I'm simultaneously sad and happy that Derry Girls is over. I'm sad because I watched this series from season 1 all the way to season 3, and I was anticipating it after the first season, waiting to watch season 2, and then finally getting to see season 3. It was a heartwarming, good, fun, funny as hell journey, and I'm happy because I finally get to talk to you all about this series. It is a awesomely hilarious series. It touches on the concepts of dealing with Ireland and their conflicts in the 90s to, growing up as a young girl in the 90s to just hormones, sexual identity, figuring out who you are, and if you have really very strict parents, it's like hits a lot of people hard. There's a lot of fun stuff to it that's a reoccurring bit. Like there's a neighbor who he simultaneously never shuts the hell up, and yet he has nothing to say. It's like a person who just tells a story into a tangent, into a tangent, into a tangent, into a tangent, and they never stop. If you all have large, tight-knit groups of older families, you know exactly what that's like. There's things about how everyone gangs up on the main girl's father, who's played by Tommy Tiernan, and I love Tommy Tiernan because he is one of my favorite comedians. But it's so funny because Tommy Tiernan does not hold punches back when he does comedy, but it's so funny to see him this kind of humbled, silent guy who, because I know how he really is, and it's just so funny to see that. There's little things that just, it makes me want to visit Ireland. It makes me want to embrace in the culture. It makes me proud of my Irish heritage. It makes me want to relive things of the 90s. When I watch this show, I hear songs from the 90s. Some of them I've never heard. Some of them I haven't heard in years. Things that I'm just like, wow, that hit like a raw nerve of my nostalgia feels. There's things about this series that it's so damn funny. It is a little hard to understand at times. I will forewarn you, because the Irish accent can be extremely thick, it can be extremely quick, and sometimes you do need to watch it with subtitles, and that's fine. But as long as you understand what's going on in the story, it's each of the girls having their own basic characters and just bouncing off each other. They're all very different, but they're all one at the same time. And it's so good to see a story and a series that has this ability to have 5 very different people just perfectly balanced and yet all vastly different. And that is a key element to good writing and an amazing cast. I could not praise and watch this series enough. I probably will rewatch it sometimes. It's literally just one of those series that I can just, like the IT Crowd or Black Books, that I can just put on that's part of the BBC, that they're just hilarious series, but they got this dark edge to them. But it's not too dark and it's not too edgy, but it's just the right amount. And a lot of American humor does fail on that because of the fact that our type of humor is either very overt, we're not subtle, or we're too subtle. Like, there's not a huge balance between them, but the British understand subtextual humor and dry humor so damn well. And I love this series so much. And I want more Irish representation. I want more films about Ireland, shows about Ireland. I would love it to see another series by Lisa McGee, even if it's not about her own personal life. I would just love to see another series like Derry Girls, or I'd love to see anything with these girls in it. Like I said, I cannot praise this series enough, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I give Derry Girls 5 out of 5. Have you seen Derry Girls? Let me know in the comments down below. Till then, I'll see you next time.